In this nitty-gritty prime time Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg at Mahjong Time. If you've not tried playing at Mahjong Time yet, look for my email in the video description below. I can send you information about their 30-day VIP trial if you send me an email. Today, we're going to be talking about planning discards. Planning discards to optimize and sabotage. I hope that you will enjoy it. Please give me some feedback along the way, if you will, or after you watch the video, comment below. And if you're watching the repost, please comment below with your findings that maybe you've discovered about discard planning and how to optimize hand development and also maybe sabotage your opponents. I want to say thank you so much to our channel members. We have a new channel member today, Sandy. Welcome. Welcome to the Fanatics tier. Thank you too for watching my videos and for subscribing. Thanks for sharing about my channel. And I hope that you're enjoying the content. Shall we get started? B, hello, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Here we go, planning discards. Let me ask you this first though. When you, let's see, during the Charleston, when you pass tiles, technically those are discards. So there's some planning that goes along there, primarily mitigating risk. And we'll be able to talk about that when we do gameplay with commentary. For the most part, planning discards occurs after the Charleston, so during the pick and discard phase of the game. And there are a lot of things that can happen in a game that can change your plans. So you can have a discard strategy, but knowing or being aware of what is happening at the table is crucial to optimizing your own hand development as the game progresses, because everybody makes decisions and even changes their plans. So you may see some tiles go down in the early game and then later see new tiles out, or maybe some trend that you didn't anticipate. So having a heightened awareness and also social acuity is key. So you've got to be able to watch what is happening at the table. Having an initial plan, though, can help minimize anxiety in knowing what to do when. This idea will help with that. So let's get started. Hi, Jill. Welcome, Karen. So the first thing that I want to share is about hand development. This is the whole premise of the game. You want to be the first player to complete a hand. So hand development will always be your top priority, whether you're just getting your tiles from the wall in the deal and then you're making decisions during the Charleston. You're going to focus on your own hand development first, and then you're going to mitigate risk during the Charleston with your passes. And then in the pick and discard phase of the game, your hand development comes first because you got to be the first person to complete a hand. And then you do the best you can with what you have with unwanted tiles and knowing when to discard which tiles based on what is happening at the table. And a lot of that is going to have to do with risk assessment. And we're going to be talking about that today when we get to gameplay with commentary. So when you first get your dealt hand, you want to target the strength of the hand. And the strength of the hand is going to either be multiples, which are pair, pung, kong, whatever identical blocks you have in your hand. That is the ideal target because American Mah Jongg is a game of multiples. You got to have them in every hand. Now, there are some hands with little multiples, being in the singles and pairs category, and then elsewhere on the card, bigger multiples. But either way, you got to have multiples. That's why if you target them and start with them, you're going to optimize hand development. So target the strength of the hand, whether it be multiples, and if you don't have them, target the predominant pattern until a multiple forms, and then reassess. The predominant pattern will be one of the categories on the card. Whatever tiles you have the most of that will be useful in a category, go for that category that will use most of your tiles. Gather tiles regardless of suit, because there are way more hands on this card in mixed suits than in one suit. I believe it's 86% of the hands on the card are in one suit. Is that right? I'll have to look. Let's see here. Let me just confirm that number, because that is significant. Let's see here. I can get that number real quick. And that is going to be in here. Let me just pull that to the side. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean for it to take it out of, I didn't want it to take it out of, I was wrong. 70%, which is still significant. 70% of the hands on the card are in mixed suits. Still significant. So gather tiles regardless of suit. And then when you run out of discards, then decide whether you're going to play a one suit hand or a mixed suit hand. Okay, next, you're going to build your multiples. Hopefully at this point, you will have filled any gaps. Gaps would be, let's say you're playing 3, 6, 9, and you have no sixes. You have 3s and 9s thinking, oh, maybe I'll get a 6 later. Well, that's not ideal. It would be better to play maybe odds if you have no 6s for 3, 6, 9. So build around multiples. You want to build up. And then along the way, you're going to defend. Defense goes throughout the game. The idea with this discard planning strategy is tile efficiency. Tile efficiency is a hand development technique that applies when you're playing any hand with components that form a consecutive run. The power of tile efficiency is agility. So while you're doing, focused on the strength of your hand, whatever that may be, sometimes you'll be able to focus on consecutive run, sometimes you won't, but you can still use this idea of tile efficiency with consecutive run with your discard planning. And that is where the theory of outside in comes in, to optimize hand development. And I'll talk about why in a few minutes. We want to first talk about the concept. So the focal point is in the consecutive run category. You have three numbered suits, 3 suits with numbers on them, 1 through 9. So the sheer number of tiles in comparison to Winds and Dragons is so much greater that more times than not, exposures are going to develop and will be exposed with jokers so that you can maybe get joker exchanges with those number tiles. So that's the idea. The number tiles will most likely be in exposures. The tiles on the outside of this run, 1 through 9, 3 suits, 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9 are on the edge, and they're not as efficient as the tiles in the middle. So when you discard from the outside in, the theory is that you can optimize your potential for joker exchange. The closer you get to the center, the more efficient the tile. And when anyone is playing the game, they're looking for efficiency, and they want to expedite hand development. If they're playing with efficient tiles and they're able to go up and down, they have that flexibility, you might be able to get joker exchange opportunities by holding those efficiency tiles. So just to look at all the tiles in the set besides the duplicates. So here we have the 3 suits, dots, bams, cracks. You can see the winds, and then we see the flowers and of course the jokers. So when you're working with the number tiles in your discard planning, you want to consider the tile efficiency, because there's that range of 9 numbers. And on the edge, there's less efficiency. So from 1, you can only go up 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say. From 2, you can go down 1 and up 4. And then from 3, you can go down 2 and up 4, for example, and so on. The closer you get to the center of the run, the more efficiency you have. And then it continues to the higher end of the range. So the edge tiles are the least efficient. Now, when this again is after the Charleston, when you're getting ready to start discarding, you want to be mindful of what is being discarded and what is being exposed, because anytime tiles are either exposed or discarded, you know that you can maybe modify your plan a little and discard any of those tiles that are now visible. But before that point, if you're not playing with wins, let those go first, because there are fewer hands with wins, and therefore there won't be as many exposures with jokers. And the whole idea with this, one idea with this theory, is that the number tiles will have more joker exchange opportunities. So if you're not playing wins, discard those first. Also, if you're not playing with dragons, discard those next. If you are not playing a year hand, discard 2s and 4s next, because you want to sabotage the big year hand, first of all. And then second of all, if you're not playing a year hand or evens, 2s and 4s are going to be prevalent. So you can actually sabotage anybody playing a year hand if you let those go first. If, of course, you're not playing a year hand or evens, or maybe like numbers with one of these tiles. So this is where I start when I use that outside in theory. Wins go first, then dragons, then 2s and 4s, because those are year tiles. So next year, it'll be 2s and 5s. 2s and 5s will go next for next year, 2025. So it depends on the year. This year, 2s and 4s, which will impact, by the way, evens. So when you are using this strategy, and the idea is that you're holding.
Something went wrong, please.
Okay, I don't know why that triggered Siri right there. Anyway, when you're using this outside in theory or strategy, it's a proven strategy. You want to make a switch, because you're holding those efficiency tiles to hopefully exchange for jokers in exposures. At a certain point, though, in the game, those tiles are going to become more and more useful to other players, and you could be holding on to those tiles too long if you're not careful. You don't want to hold on to tiles that have not been discarded towards the end of that third wall. You want to prepare for the end game to have safe discards. So if you're not seeing those tiles that you're holding, those efficiency tiles, you want to switch to inside out before the end of the third wall, because you do not want to have efficiency tiles and unseen tiles in your hand to then be discarded later, where the risk will have increased at the point of going into that fourth wall. So by the, let's say, 2 picks from the end of the third wall, which will be about 50 tiles remaining thereabouts, that's when you want to make a switch from outside in, and you want to start discarding from the inside out. Having those out edge tiles are going to be less risky to discard than those efficiency tiles. And again, it depends on what has happened throughout the game. You want to always look for tiles that have been discarded. If 3 are out, that's going to be your safest discard other than a joker. And then, of course, 2 and 1. And then if none are out at this point of the game, you might even consider folding. So there is some discard risk assessment that you'll want to go through. And hopefully we'll be able to talk about that as we go, once we get into the gameplay with commentary. So if you're playing a pair hand where you don't need jokers, or maybe you're playing a jokerless hand, then you're going to discard from the inside out, because you don't care about jokers. This theory is not only for discard planning, but if you're playing, depending on what kind of hand you're playing, pair hand or jokerless hand, you want to get the efficiency tiles out and sabotage those hands if you're not playing with these tiles yourself. Save the edge tiles for safe discards later, especially because you don't need jokers. So let's talk about, let me see, let me just double check where I'm at here. Okay, so we're going to talk about end game discard planning. If you are playing to win, discard the tiles that have not yet been discarded. The riskiest tile first goes out. Inside out tiles, dragons and flowers, if you happen to get them, but you need to monitor your own potential to win and make adjustments as you go. If you are having a slimmer and slimmer potential with your hand, you should consider folding and blocking as opposed to pushing to win. So it just really depends on what is happening at the table. You want to try to discard safely and fold, especially if someone at the table has 2 or more exposures. All right, we're going to play Mahjong at Mahjong Time now, and then we'll come back to the presentation to talk about sabotage. So let's do one game and just talk through the outside in theory, and then we'll come back and look at sabotage. Does anybody have any questions right now about outside in? Okay, here's a table we can jump to. So oops, it looks like they already got started. So I'll demonstrate the strategy. We just need to wait for players to join the table. Hopefully we won't have to wait too long. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Jay's coming. So the first step when we get our dealt tiles is going to be to identify the strength of the hand. Then we're going to play a category that will be the best to use most of our tiles. Then we're going to gather and we're going to, okay, you know what? Let's jump over here and see if Jay will follow so we can consolidate these players. Usually if you go from one table to another, people might join from the other and consolidate. So come on now. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Okay, all right, so now we wait. All right, so, and now I lost my train of thought. Let's see, so mitigate the risk with your passing because you don't want to give your opponents tiles that they can use. You want to mitigate risk as best you can with what you have left over after focusing on your hand. All right, so here we go. We have jokers, which is nice, a pair of flowers, and then we have a 7 bam, 3, 6, 7 in cracks, 8 dot, a red dragon, and then we have east, west, south. We almost have news. So I would leverage that. If we could get even a north, that is equivalent to a Kong. A Kong is 4 identical tiles. News is a block of 4, which is equivalent to a Kong. So we have like numbers with 7s, and so that's where I would focus. Like numbers with 7s and news. So let's pass the 3, the red, and the 8 dot. Hi, Wes. Welcome. So news with 7s at the moment. Third hand under wins. Okay, now we got a 7, which is good. And we do have tiles we can pass. Let's see here. We have all the 7s. 6. We're going across. I would continue with this. News with 7s. Now let's see if we can get 7s. Lucky 7s. No, we didn't. All right, we're going to keep going. 6, 8. 6, 8. So we did see 6s and 8s going around. We might, if we don't get any hits, we might let these wins go and focus on 6, 7, 8 of some kind. Okay, we did get a hit finally. Good, very good. We got one right there. Okay, so now we want to keep going. Yes, since we have 5, 9 in dots. Let's see. Okay, everyone wants to go. Let's let the 7 band go. So at least we're not doing 5, 7, 9 in one suit. That is, the risk has been mitigated a little because we're giving away a different suit. It's still a bit risky, but that's okay. You're going to see increasing risk with your passes as the Charleston progresses. It's just the nature of the game. Okay, no keepers. It'd be awesome to get a north or a 7 dot. Obviously, no keepers. And that's one of each suit. That's a great pass. Seems like wins are not coming through, so there may be other players using wins. Oh, look, we got a keeper. Awesome. Our hand is actually set. We can Kong the 7s and be ready on a north. We have 2 discards. That was a fantastic Charleston. So here we can do 2. Let's see, we are in north seat. I always look for that opportunity to have a hand from heaven. I still have not gotten a hand from heaven. All right, so we need a north. We're a front runner as it is. We got the 7 back. Check it out. Awesome. All right, now outside in. This is where that discard strategy comes in. 9 is on the edge, so that goes first. Super simple. Let the 9 go first. And we got the north. We're 1 away from ready. This is amazing. We'll end up having 1 exposure unless we of course draw it. Then we'll be stealth mode, fully stealth mode. So that news is equivalent to a Kong, 4 tiles. It is not a Kong though, so you cannot claim a discard to make it. They're single tiles, but it is equivalent in number, in mass to a Kong. So if you are almost there, leverage those tiles. We had east, west, south. We just needed a north, and now we have 4 tiles, which adds mass to your hand. It's a way to maximize. So we're 1 away from ready.
Red dragon.
We just need to Kong one of these 7s or draw it.
1 dot.
So let's let the 7 go. That is on the edge,
7
more so than the
bamboos.
5. The 5 is the most efficient tile in the set.
8 dots.
So the idea is that maybe someone will have an exposure with a 5, or really 3 through 7, because even 3 and 7 have a little bit of wiggle
8
room.
dots.
But the closer you get to the center, the more efficient the tile.
9 dots.
Okay, the 3 is on the edge, so that goes first.
3 characters.
It really simplifies decision making because you just keep those inside
7
tiles.
dots.
There we go. Kong.
Kong.
Now we'll discard the 5.
5 bamboos.
Not much of hesitation there. All right, so we are ready to
9
win on a
bamboos.
7 crack, and we are semi-stealth mode. Semi-stealth, we have just a little bit of visibility from the
9
outside
bamboos.
in because we have an exposure, but no one
2
will be able
dots.
to determine what we're playing with 1 exposure. And we're just going to play to
3
win.
dots.
So whatever we discard is going to go.
7 dots.
Oh, they got the Joker, which is fine. Doesn't affect us
6
too much. It
characters.
helps them a little bit, but the risk of losing that Joker is fine because we're ready to win. And we could even win on a Joker.
2 bamboos.
Hello, Sandra. Welcome.
6 bamboos. 1 bamboo. 1 bamboo. 2 bamboos.
So far, nobody else has exposures with
8
Jokers. It is kind of
bamboos.
nice. Okay, we don't need a wind.
West wind.
We have what we need.
One bamboo. Six dots.
Okay, a lot of 6s are going down. 6, 8, 9. There's even R7 out there nobody wanted. So there's hesitation on the 4.
Green dragon.
So it looks like
West
tiles
wind.
2 through 5. 2 through 5 at the moment. No, there's a lot of 2s out here. Maybe someone's playing
6
evens.
dots.
There are some. We have.
5 bamboos.
Oh, that was already out. 7 bam's already out.
7 bamboos.
So nobody wanted the 7. All right. Let's see. 3.
South
I
wind.
think somebody might be playing wins for sure. I think someone else might be in 3, 6, 9 as well because there's only 1 3 out. Maybe like numbers with 3s.
9 bamboos.
9 bams are out.
3
6. There
bamboos.
goes a 3. Here's a 2.
2 dots.
A 2 was already discarded, and two bams are out as well. So maybe someone's playing
Green
2,
dragon.
3, 4 of some kind. Consecutive run with little numbers. 2, 3,
9
4.
dots.
I don't see 5 dots
5
at the moment.
characters.
Okay, interesting.
Green dragon.
It is unusual to have only 1 exposure at the table at this point.
6 characters.
With all these
Hmm.
9s out, I don't think anyone's playing 5, 7, 9.
2 bamboos.
Although, let's see, I don't see any 7 cracks
5
yet.
characters.
Okay. Question
6
from Carol.
bamboos.
Is there an advantage to picking an outside hand over an
East
inside
wind.
hand and vice versa? It's really more about the strength of your hand because if you have a wide spread, which I'm sure we're going to have an
North
opportunity to play where you don't get any multiples, you want to look for the predominant pattern. And if you're focused on consecutive run, then you want to
Six
do your best
characters.
to stay in with the efficiency tiles.
4
3 through 7 or 4 through 5, because you have greater flexibility.
bamboo.
So yes, however, you still want to focus on the predominant pattern.
One
So for
character.
example, if I have a predominant pattern of 3 little odds, 1, 3, 5, but I also have 4s, I would probably
7
be better off to
bamboos.
play 3, 4, 5 than little odds because of
Flower.
efficiency. So it really just depends on the deal, the tiles in your hand. So we'll see if we have another opportunity to talk
Flower.
through that, but that's a great question. Okay, so we're going to let that go. We're going into the end game in this next pick, after this next pick.
2 bamboos.
There's a joker up for grabs with the 1 crack.
8 bamboos. 8 dots. Flower.
We can pass.
4 characters.
Okay, now this player with a 1 crack pung.
3 bamboos.
Let's see here. Wow, all those 7 bams that
7
came through here.
bamboos.
I'm just wondering if this player to our
Red
left
dragon.
is playing the odd 1 suit odd hand, but
Red
they did
dragon.
discard the 5 bam and there are 3 out, so I don't think
8
so.
dots.
I'm kind of thinking our tiles are in the wall.
Green dragon.
This player across from us, though, could be playing a consecutive
1
hand
dot.
with our tiles, too. So we may need to draw a joker.
White dragon.
That's the second white dragon. Somebody could be playing a year hand with wins. Maybe wins year hand concealed. This player
East
to the
wind.
right. Another hesitation. I mean, that could have been us too, though.
1 bamboo.
Okay, so I don't think this player on the left is playing like numbers.
4 bamboos.
I'm thinking they're playing odds, little odds maybe. Let's see.
4 bamboos.
1, 3, 5, 3. They could be playing little odds like 1, 3, 3,
1
5 in
character.
2 suits. They got a joker.
5 bamboos.
Ah, we got Mahjong. Sweet. Okay, so now they are playing 1, 3, 5, 2 suits, 1, 3, 3, 5. That's what I was thinking because the 3s were light. 1, 3, 3, 5 right here, mixed suits. Over here, they did have our 7s, 6, 7. They were in consecutive run. And over here is the year hand. I was wondering, I thought maybe they were playing wins with a year, but the wins started going down. There were hesitations though. So anyway, we got in a win. Let's play again. Okay. All right, let's jump. And let's see if we can play a consecutive run hand so we can talk about tile efficiency and discard planning with the outside in theory. Really, it's not a theory. It used to be a theory. Now it's a strategy because it's been proven to work. Although it is hit or miss, kind of like joker bait, but I think that outside in has greater results than joker bait. Better results, I should say. All right, so now we have a pair of Norse. So it's going to be likely that we're going to play a wind hand. But we could maybe do a wind hand with number tiles. We have a pair of 6s. So I would hold that pair of 6s. Maybe play news concealed. We could maybe play north and south with a run. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th hand down. I would start there. So let's pass 4, 1, 2, 1 of each suit. Mitigate the risk as best you can. And here we are keeping it on the edge. There is 1 efficiency tile there, the 4. And there's 2 year tiles. So it's a little bit risky, but I think no matter how we slice our 5 discards, it's going to have risk regardless, just because of what they are. And our focus is our own hand development first. So I think that's the best we can do with what we have there. All right, so now we have a 1, 8, let's say with a 3. Now that would leave us with a white dragon and a 4, which is not ideal. So probably what I would do is let the 4 go now, so we're not passing year tiles. Although a 3-4 is risky too. Let's go ahead and make this one as safe as possible first. 1-3-8, that's a great pass. All right, so we've got a 5, which is in our range here, 5, 6 of some kind. And we do have 2, 4, 8. Now this is where it's getting a little bit risky here. So if we're playing, let's say, news concealed with 6s or north and south with a 5, we could probably mitigate the risk by keeping the 4 and passing a 5. And we can still play news concealed or north and south with Kongs, 3rd hand down. Let's see here. 3rd hand down. We could even keep that 5 and let the 5 crack go and still be okay with this pass. So north and south with a run, north and south with Kongs, news concealed with 6s, and we did get a keeper right there. So I would let that go. We have 3 multiples for a hand. We do have a weakness here. We need an east. That is a single tile. It's not a gap because we have representation with wins. So when you have a gap, there's no representation at all. We need an east, which would be a single, but we could wait and just draw into it. So let's pass 1 dot with, let's say, a 5 and an 8. I don't think that's too bad. Yeah. Instead of a 1-4 in one suit, because 1, 2, 3, 4, same suit, a little bit risky. 5, 6, 7, 8, that's still, you know, within a range. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least it's got a spread. I guess it's 1, 6, 1/2 dozen the other there. 1, 4 would have had the same level of risk. Again, you do the best you can with what you have, and it's 6, 1/2 dozen the other. Now here, these are risky tiles. I would not play that forward. I would break up the 9s. In my opinion, passing like numbers is almost as risky as passing a pair. So I recommend not doing that unless you have a really strong hand. Okay, so now we have, let's say, 1, 5 with a 9 dot can go. Keeper. So there's a pung for us, and we have 3 discards. Oh, it looks like somebody left the table. They're on auto. That means they left. So we're playing with a robot, which kind of throws a wrench into the mix. Not good. All right, no keepers here.
1 bamboo.
Okay, so we have 4 discards in a hand with no
Green
gaps.
dragon.
So I'd say we're a contender on this one with 4 discards. So we go from the outside in.
Character.
So we're going to start by discarding the 1, and we just picked a 1, so we'll let that go. So
One
we'll discard the
character.
1 and then the 8. Oh, the dragon. We probably need to let that go. That will go first.
4 dots.
So that probably should have been my first discard,
5
but
dots.
it's all right. Thereabouts. It's not, it doesn't have to be
East
exact.
win.
That was our tile, but nobody wanted it. A green dragon is out, so let's let that go.
Green dragon.
So you kind of watch what's going down and then discard accordingly. So at the moment, the
2
next tile to go will be
characters.
the dragon, because dragons can
Draw.
grow in risk, especially with a Kong of 2s now
9
out.
dots.
So I would let that dragon go next, the white dragon specifically.
White dragon.
Okay, not much interest there. So they may not be playing a year
5
hand
bamboos.
over there. So with a 2 crack Kong, they could be doing like numbers.
6 characters.
They may be, let's see here. They didn't take the 1 crack.
1
4, they threw a 1 with a 2 out. My guess is they're doing either evens or like numbers. So let's let the dragon go first.
Red dragon.
Then we'll let the 1 go because that's an edge tile. Then we'll let the 8 go because that's closer on the edge than the 4-5. The 4-5,
Northwind.
those are the efficient tiles. We're concealed, so we're gonna pass on that.
East wind.
There's 2 now, so we need to keep an eye on that. We need 1.
One character.
We need an east. Okay, now there's a west, another multiple. We may switch our
One dot.
hand. We'll see. We're going to continue to gather.
7 bamboo.
So our next discard is going to be the 8 bam.
bamboos.
Seven dots.
Now there is a multiple. That could be joker bait.
8 bamboos.
So 5 bam pair.
9 dots. 3 dots.
And that is the most efficient tile in the set. 5. Not a 5 bam per se, but a 5. It's in the middle of the 9 number
Three
run.
bamboos.
We may get a joker out of that. We'll see. We want to get it to 60 tiles. Another. Okay, let's let the 4 go. So here we do have a little bit of a trend going on. We have 5, 6, 5, 6. No 7 crack.
9 characters.
If we draw a 7 crack, I would consider
Power.
switching to the concealed consecutive hand. If we get a 7 crack.
6 characters.
Okay, 8 dot. No, we don't need that. Really,
8 dots.
this west we could let go of. So we have one
9
clear
bamboos.
discard at the moment. If
6
we were
dots.
to get a 4, let's see here, we're going to pass. We could maybe play the 4th hand down under consecutive run if we get
8
4s.
characters.
Okay, we don't need that.
8 bamboos.
If we get a 4 bam or a 4 dot, let's see here. There's
5
one
characters.
there's one 4 dot out right now. And the reason I'm looking for options
Joker.
is because there are 2 easts out. A joker was discarded by the robot. That's a robot over there.
8 bamboos. 5 characters.
If we draw an
One
east,
dragon.
I would play news concealed hand
5
under
characters.
winds and dragons. Okay, now there's a north, so I would stick with it.
West wind.
Now we have a pung in there, so I would let these 5s go. And we're at the sweet spot for
7
joker bait.
characters.
40, 60 tiles. That's the middle of the game. So we're going to let the 5 bam go next.
6 bamboos.
And just remember, we're playing with a robot at the table, I think.
7 dots.
Okay, here we go.
5 bamboos.
Nobody wanted it. All right, so now we're at 53
4
tiles.
bamboos.
This is when you want to make that switch to inside out. So now we
4
start letting
bamboos.
the inside tiles go because they're going to gain in risk. Dragons as well. So we'll let that go first. And
Green
let's see
dragon.
here. Now, if the 5s, 2 5 bams are out, so it appears nobody wants the 5 bam. So that we can
9
keep.
bamboos.
So if the tiles are out, then you're gonna
West wind.
let that be an exception to the guideline. Okay, so now 7 is an edge tile, 2 are out, 8 crack, 1 is out, 5 dot, 1 is out, and it's an efficiency tile. So we're gonna let that one go.
5 dots.
The 8 crack is the
9
next
dots.
riskiest tile we have. 1 is out. We're still in the middle game by
Joker.
one more pick. We have one more pick.
East wind.
Okay, now there's still one more east out. Okay, 1 bam, 2 are out. We may need to fold
8 characters.
because we still need an east. There's only 1
9
left.
bamboos. 7 bamboos.
4 dots.
8 bam, I don't think anybody wants. There are 3 out. These are all in 2s.
5
So this 1
bamboos.
bam will be a great discard for later.
2 dots.
Nobody wants these tiles. Okay, now here's a 2. So they are playing like numbers.
1 dot.
Okay, white dragon. One was just discarded a little bit ago.
Wild dragon.
They could be playing a year hand still, but I don't think so.
2 dots. 3 characters.
So 2 bam is going to be a super risky tile. If we draw a 2 bam or a flower, I would fold.
9 characters.
Okay, 3 crack, 1 is out, so that'll go first.
3 characters.
Okay, interesting.
4 bamboos. Joker.
So we're still looking for that east, and I still think
Red
we
dragon.
have a robot at the table, which is unfortunate. It really does change the dynamics of the game, unfortunately.
7 dots. Flower.
Oh, risky.
Mahjong.
There it is. They had our east. The stinking robot had our east. All right, so like numbers with 2s. Over here, they're playing. It looks like maybe they were trying for addition. Over here, this is a robot. No. This is the robot right here. They had our east. And then this player here is playing 3s with dragons. Okay, let's play again. Okay, now we're going to jump right here. Try to get to a table with more players seated so you don't have to wait. All right, here we go. Nice deal. Let's see if we can get a wide spread and talk about tile efficiency. We'll see. The last one we focused on wins. Okay, now this might be a good one. We do have some dragons and a north. I would let that north go. 1 wind, I'd let it go. So we have a pair of 6s. With a 6-dot pair, we could do some kind of 4, 5, 6. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would pass the 8 with a 2 and a north. And not sure yet about the dragons. We'll see. Because we could maybe do like numbers with 6s. But okay, so now we have 4, 4, 7. Here's 2. There's some 2, 4, 6, 8, but there's no 8. Therefore, that is a gap, and we let it go. So we're not going to do 2, 4, 6, 8. There's a gap. We're going to do 4, 5, 6, 7 of some kind. 4, 5, 6, 7 of some kind. I wouldn't pick a hand. We're just gathering. We want tiles to come in to support the 6-dot pair. So there's a 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want 4 numbers in a range around your multiple. So now we have 1 of each dragon. The 7 crack is isolated really. We don't really have the right 5 or 7 to use it. So I would let that go. And then I would also let the dragon go at this point because we've got mixed suits. Mixed suits 3, 4, 5, 6, which by the way are all the efficiency tiles, except for the 3. But there is still some efficiency there. Okay, now here we ended up with a north pair. So I would hold that for a little bit and just see what we can do here. Alina saying, how can you tell when there is a robot at the table? I can tell because during the Charleston it says auto. If it says auto, then that means that a robot is at the table. And then also during the pick and discard phase of the game, if someone discards super quick, really super speedy discard after picking, that is also an indicator. And then there's one other indicator that I can show you. All right, so now let's discard the 1. Oh, wait. Oh, I was talking and I don't know who stopped. Who stopped the Charleston? Did anybody notice? Shoot. 3, 1, north. I would rather pass fully. Somebody stopped the Charleston. I don't know who stopped it. Darn it. Gosh dang it. This is one of my pet peeves about this platform. we've got to be able to know who stopped the Charleston. That note has to stay up. That's really annoying. All right. So we have,
9 characters.
technically we have a hand with no gaps. Look, we've got dragons. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Let's let the 1 go.
1 character.
We do have a hand in here with no gaps. 4 bam, 5 crack, 6
West
dot
wind.
pair. But we have dragons now. Two
North
pairs of
wind.
dragons. I would switch my hand probably and use the 6s
8
as joker
dots.
bait. Let's see if we can do a switch here. News with dragons. Let's do the 7. That's on the outside. 7, 8, 9.
bamboos.
And then the 3 will go next. Well, year tiles probably should
7
go next.
characters.
So the 4s will go next. So we're going to see if we can
1
get
character.
winds or dragons in here. Maybe the other 6s. We're in
South
gather
wind.
mode. We're going to be an underdog for a while. Okay, so let's let the 4s go. We did get an east,
4
which is good because we could maybe play the dragon hand with news. Second hand from the bottom under winds. And that's just because the dragons came in. There's a south and a west out.
1 character.
Oh, the other way to
Bamboos.
tell if you have a robot at the
7
table
dots.
is with the game helper. This is at Mahjong Time only. Okay, we got a west, so let's let the 4 bam go. So I would
4
let
bamboos.
these 6s go and play news with dragons.
Hung.
Okay, so player
5
info,
dots.
table info. Here we go. Okay, 5, 3 bam, year tile. Okay, so I'm going to go
4
over
dots.
here. Okay, you see this upper right corner over here where you see my mouse kind of fluttering over here? You can see little green squares.
7 dots.
That means everybody is seated at the table. If any one of these squares is
2
red,
bamboos.
that means they left the table.
Mahjong.
If any one of these has a slash through it, they left the platform. So that's another way to tell if you're playing with a robot, because a robot will join the table. So clearly they had a really good Charleston. And we did too, actually, but didn't quite work out. All right, so let's keep going. Oh, let's jump right here. Okay, next game. I was looking for 6s, Smith, but we didn't have time because somebody won. All right, now let's see. We've got a pair of 1s and a pair of 9s. There's only one way to use those, and that would be the first hand under, well, not really. There's 2 hands that we could do here. We don't have any flowers. We don't have any jokers. We could maybe play the pair hand, second hand down. Let's focus on odds. So let's let the south go, or maybe the dragon. Let's let a dragon go with a 1 crack. Oh, you know what? Wait, hold the phone. We have all the 1s and we have 2 dragons. We could play maybe like numbers with 1s. But we do have some potential for a little odd hand, an odd hand of some kind. Now we have dragons. Let's let the 7 bam go. It looks to me like we have like numbers with 1s, leveraging the 1 bam pair. Sometimes your multiples don't go together and you want to choose the multiple to work with that uses most of your supporting tiles. Since we have the other 1s, we can keep the dragons and play like numbers with dragons. Okay, so we're looking for 1s and dragons. We got a dragon and a 1. So that's excellent. We did end up getting a 9. Okay, so here we need to make a choice because we have a pair of 9s. I usually don't pass like numbers. We have 1 bam dragon matching, 1 crack dragon matching. We could pass blind or pass like numbers or let a dragon go. Since we have our pairs, let's let the white dragon go and not pass the 9. We could always Kong the 1. All right, so now we have to make a choice. Let's see, here we go, 1. Okay, should we keep going? We could stop the Charleston and ask for 2, or we could keep going. Since we have a really strong hand here and we could get that white dragon back, I would continue and take on the risk and pass like numbers. Not only that, but these are edge tiles. So we're going to risk it. We'll see if we can get a few more keepers. The 1 dot, maybe a white dragon, 1 crack, maybe. Red would be nice. Okay, no keepers, but we have tiles we can pass. So let's do 9 east with a 2. At the moment, we're a contender. We have 4 discards. We got the white dragon back. Okay, so now we have 3 discards and we have options. So I think that passing like numbers was worth the risk. We have 3 discards and an option in here. So I would still say we're a contender. If we get 1 more keeper, I'd say we're a front runner. No keepers. And the 9 came back. So maybe, you know, we're not in too much trouble with that like number pass. I would pass 3. Be really nice to get 1 more keeper here so we can bump up to front runner. At the moment, we have 4 discards. A 1 or a dragon would be awesome. Nope, so we're a contender. So now we discard the 9 first, then the 7, then the 3.
Wind.
Or really the 9, 3, and then the 7, because 3, 7 are in the same
7
spot
characters.
on that 9 number range.
9
1, 2, 3,
bamboos.
7, 8, 9. We got a keeper. That's a pung
9
now, so the
characters.
white dragon can go. And that
9
dragon will
dots.
go first because dragons are more valuable, or since there are fewer of them, they're going to gain risk as the game
9
progresses.
dots.
So I would discard that first. And it's a white dragon, which is the
9
dual tile.
characters.
So winds go first, though. We're going to do that first. Plus, it's out.
East wind.
Okay, so now we need 1 good pick for this red dragon, but we can Kong the 1, pung the green. We need 1 good pick here for the red.
3 bamboos.
And we have our pairs, so we're good to go.
4 dots.
I would still say we're a contender because we do have an extra, let's see.
Pung.
Well, actually, we have 3 tiles, so I'd say we're a front runner
7
now.
bamboos.
We're a front runner at this point because we have only 3 discards now that we know what our combinations
9
are going to be.
bamboos. South wind.
Oh, joker bait.
White dragon.
So the 7 dot, we might be able to do joker bait there. We'll see if we can get it to 60 tiles. That's basically
8 characters.
about 6 picks, 6 more picks. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it all the way to the middle game, though, because we really have just one clear discard here.
Flower. Eight dots.
Okay, 4 is a year tile, so that'll go first.
Four
So what do you
characters.
think about this outside-in discard planning strategy? Do you find that it
Kong.
simplifies the process? Here's a Kong
Two
with a
bamboos.
Joker exchange. And I would say we are definitely a front runner now. We're set.
Three characters.
We can Pung and Kong here.
9 characters.
And by the way, that 4 was an efficiency
North
tile.
wind.
So we held on to that. Now we have Joker bait with an edge tile,
West wind.
but there's someone at the table with an 8. So they might need that 7. If they're doing east and west with Kongs, let's let the 3 go first. We want to try to get this 7-dot pair to 60.
2 characters.
We can define this as a red dragon, so we're not prompted.
2 characters. 7 characters.
Don't need a 5.
5 bamboos.
Yes, it is
Red
definitely an
dragon.
advanced. Okay, let's Pung.
Pung.
It is an advanced strategy because there's a lot of
7
spinning
dots.
plates. Nobody wanted the 7.
White dragon.
We might be able to do this one pure.
Red dragon.
We have no jokers now.
8 dots.
If we can get the green dragon, we'll be semi-stealth mode.
9 dots.
The minute we have a number tile out, they're gonna know. So now 4 bam is a year tile, plus there's a Pung and a Kong
4
out,
bamboos.
so that would go first.
South wind. Two characters. 3 characters.
Okay, now north 1 is out, 7-dot 1 is out. Let's just let the north go.
North wind.
There's a hesitation on the north. Okay. It's definitely not from this person on the right. It could be the person on the across from us. They have a west here. There are 2 norths out now and 2
1
souths,
character.
2 easts. Okay, now that is a pair for us, so we're going to pass.
West wind.
Hesitation on the west. Red dragon.
7 dots.
That'll be a safe tile.
8 dots.
Okay, so no hesitation on the 8. They're not,
6 characters.
it appears they're not playing like numbers with 8s. I don't see any
4
8 bams though.
bamboos.
There we go. All right,
Red dragon.
we're ready to win on a green dragon on a pure hand.
2 characters.
So this will be double value if we can get it.
6 bamboos.
Now, if we draw a joker, we could win, self-pick. There's also an 8 crack available for exchange.
3 bamboos.
8-dot.
8 dots. 7 bamboos.
So we're ready to win in the middle game.
6 bamboos. Kong.
All right, they're doing a 2, 4, 6, 8 Pung Pung Kong Kong hand. First hand on the right
6 dots.
under evens, and they will not.
7 dots.
They don't need a green dragon. These other 2 players we don't know yet. Let's see.
6 characters.
With a Kong of 4s, they could be doing like numbers.
White
Let's see.
dragon.
There's a 4 bam in front of them, so I don't think so.
3 bamboos.
I don't think the player on our left needs dragons. The player across from us,
Green dragon.
there it is. Mahjong, and
Mahjong.
it's pure. They are playing like numbers with eights and news. Okay, so we got a jokerless hand. Like numbers with dragons. Thank you for the kudos. Over here, 2468. They have a flower they need to let go of. Over here, ready to win on an 8 with an 8 band. Over here, we have 3, 4, 5 mixed suit Kongs. They had a little more work to do there. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Let's jump right here. Okay. Here we go. Right into the next game. Okay, so we do have a pair of dragons and a pair of ones. We do have all the 8s, but we have dragons and ones again. Isn't that weird how that happens sometimes? I would leverage the multiples. American Mah Jongg is a game of multiples. And since we have like numbers with 8s, I would probably let one go. Maybe the 8 crack. Let's see here. 8 crack. 8 bam, 8 crack, 8 dot. We have a 7 dot, so I'd want to mix it up like a mixed suit, 7, 8 mixed suit. So ones with dragons. Let's see here. We have a 1, 2 though, so there's a little trend there developing. Let's see. Let's let an 8 dot go with a 9 here. One, 2, dragon, another dragon. We have a 1 bam though now, so I would focus on like numbers with dragons. Okay, so let's do 8 with a 2 and a 7. We're doing a repeat. Okay, we need these ones in here. 1 bam, 1 crack, because we need at least one of these pairs in our hand before we commit. If you have a hand with multiple pairs, you want at least to be left with only one to complete, but otherwise you're going to find yourself in a painted into a corner. Okay, yes, we want to go. Let's see now. We have a east with an 8 and a 4. Let's say we can let go of here. Either way, there's going to be risk. At least with an 8, 2. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Oh my goodness, we have a Kong now. Okay, let's see. 4, 8 with a 3. Kong of dragons. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's ridiculous. I was thinking we could maybe try for the third hand, the pair, pung, pung, Kong, 5th hand down under consecutive run, but we have no 3. We did pick up, oh, here's a dragon. I would stick with it here. Let's let the dragon go. Pass fully. Let's see here. Actually, let's keep it, because if we get a flower and a white dragon, we could play the second hand down and leverage that Kong. So let's keep the dragon for now. We have an extra, but that's okay. So we're going to do 2. We need this a 1 bam or 1 crack before I would let that go, because if we pick a flower or a white dragon from the wall, we can play the second hand down under winds and leverage that Kong. You know what else we could do is look for news and flowers, but both of those are gap hands right now. This like number hand has no gaps, so I would focus on the like number hand as my plan A. Okay, so I would say we are probably a front runner. We're a front runner, but we've got weaknesses, so I wouldn't push to win yet. Now, if a green dragon goes down, I would pung. I would pung because we could still play that second hand
Two
down under
bamboos.
dragons. Or we could play the like number hand.
Green dragon.
There it is. So let's go ahead and pung.
Pung.
And now we'll discard the 8 because it's more on the edge than the 7.
8 bamboos.
We could Kong the 1, and then we just need a little help. But I don't think
2 characters.
I would Kong the 1 dot until we have one of the other ones,
4 bamboos.
because that could put us in a
7
predicament
bamboos.
where we could be disqualified if someone comes out with 1s. Okay, 9 is on the edge.
9 characters.
Okay, I need to let Riley out, or he is gonna
Pung.
continue to bug us. Let's see. Looks like he just
6
jumped in his bed,
bamboos.
so maybe we have a minute.
3 bamboos.
Okay, we need a 1. Okay, west can go. That's a wind.
West wind.
Thankfully, at the moment, we can stay stealth mode
3 characters.
with a pung of dragons.
South wind.
A Kong of 1s in dots is
2
gonna
bamboos.
reveal what we're doing. We don't want to do that. Pardon me. We don't want to do that
Wind.
if we don't have to.
9 dots.
So we want to try to
West
stay
wind.
as concealed as possible with our remaining tiles. We're looking for a 1 bam or a 1 crack. 9 bam can go.
9 bamboos.
Hesitation. They may be playing like numbers or 3, 6,
5
9
bamboos.
over there. Let's
3
see here.
dots.
With a 9 crack Kong, though, they're probably
7
not doing
bamboos.
3, 6, 9 if there's a hesitation on the 9 bam. We'll let that 7 go.
7
A 5 bam
bamboos.
is out, so that's probably not going to have any benefit for
3
us.
dots. White dragon. One bamboo.
That's our tile. We need a pair of that. Thankfully, no one took it. Okay, let's let the 5 go.
5 bamboos.
So we have a 1 dot pair and a white dragon.
2 dots.
This 1 bam has to be a pair. If we can get 1 more, no, I don't think so. I think I would play it out just like it is. I think I would still let that go. All right, now we need this 1 bam.
6 dots.
That's our risk at the moment. Oh, we can switch to all dragons, and I would do it.
1 character.
So we're going to use the 1 dot as joker bait. Now we need
8
flowers.
bamboos.
So we have a Kong of red, and then we could pung the white, use the 1 dot as joker bait. There's a 2 dot to the left. They could
3 characters.
They could be doing, I don't think so. There's 3 dots out.
1 character.
I don't think they're playing consecutive. Okay, so a 1 dot is
7
out, or 1
bamboos.
crack, 2 1 cracks are out. So I'm glad we made that switch. Well, we threw one of them,
7
but there's also a
characters.
1 bam out. So we're going to do the dragon hand. Second one down, we need flowers, and a white dragon would be really
White
nice.
dragon.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pung.
Pung.
We're at 66 tiles, so we're going to try to wait this out a little
1
bit.
bamboo.
The player to our right, we don't know what they're doing at the moment. So this 1 dot
North
pair
wind.
may be good joker bait. We'll see.
3 dots.
There's 3
2
jokers
characters.
up for grabs at the moment.
5 characters. North wind.
We can't call anything. So we're just
1 bamboo.
drawing right now. There goes the other 1 bam.
2 bamboos.
Okay, we don't need the 6.
6 characters.
I think that's the first one out.
5 characters.
Okay, let's see.
South wind.
2.9 crack white dragon up for grabs.
2 bamboos.
A 1 crack came in. That's
1
okay.
character.
We're going to play through here. Trickled in.
7 characters.
Aha. Hesitation. Little bit of hesitation there. They could be doing
2
odds, big
characters.
odds.
8 characters.
Year tile.
4 characters.
Hesitation on the year tile.
West wind.
Not much of hesitation on wins. Looks
5
like nobody's playing
characters.
wins.
9 bamboos.
We need a keeper. Oh. That's an
8 dots.
unseen tile. Unseen tile there. They could be doing a 2, 4, 6, 8 mixed suit hand over here on the left. They have a lot of odds in front of them.
Flower.
They did discard 2s and a 3. I'm wondering if they're playing evens on the left.
Green dragon. 3 characters.
Okay, 8 crack, 1 is out.
8 characters.
Ooh, hesitation there.
8 dots.
Oh, we need to let this 1 dot go. Shoot. Oh, I went a little long on this joker
7
bait.
characters.
We'll let it go next.
8 characters. 1 dot.
Okay, there was hesitation, but nobody took it.
3 characters.
So now the 1 crack, 3 are out, the 1 dot, the 1 is out. So we'll let the 1 dot
2
go next.
characters. 7 characters.
4 bam, 1 is out. There was a hesitation though on this 1.
1 dot.
That's a hesitation, that yellow spiral. So now the 4 bam will
1
go next because
bamboo.
only 1 is out.
2 dots.
Uh,
1 dragon.
Okay. Oh, shoot. They just got 2 jokers. Darn it.
1 dot.
Darn, darn, darn.
7 dots.
All right. We're supposed to get flowers from the
Kong.
wall here. Okay. So they must be
9
doing 7, 8,
bamboos.
9 mixed suit Kongs. They're going to need,
6
let's see, 8
bamboos.
bam. 2 8 bams are out. 4 crack, 1 is out. 4 bam, 1 is out.
4 bamboos.
So let's see. They need an 8 bam. They're going to need 2
Flower.
jokers minimum, and they just got jokers, but 1 is there. So they may have at least 1 joker. They're going to need another because there are 2
9
8 bams out.
bamboos.
There's 1 or 2 flowers
6
out. We
dots.
have 1. They likely have a pair, I would think. 5 dot, none are out. Let's let the 4 go.
4 characters.
This 5 dot is going to be risky. It's not out.
East wind.
This 5 dot is not out yet. This player threw a 5 crack.
6 characters.
Here's 2 5 bams are out. The 5 dot, it's going to
6
be
dots.
this 5 dot. Okay, let's let it go and see if we can get a joker.
5 dots.
We're going to let it go next. Goodness.
South wind.
Okay, so we have 5 more picks, 2 discards. Technically, we could still win, but
9
it's going to
dots.
be a slim chance because we need
3
flowers.
bamboos.
Okay, 9 dot, 2 are out.
5 dots.
4 picks, 2
6
discards,
dots.
but we need flowers or jokers.
7 dots.
They got a joker.
8 characters.
They need 8 bams.
3 bamboos.
We are likely folding. There's a joker though.
9 dots.
This one crack is safe because 3 are out. It's as safe as it
8
can
dots.
get, really.
Kong.
Ooh, now those are locked in, actually.
8 bamboos.
Oh, that's risky. That's it. Oh, man. Super risky. They're not ready.
East wind.
They're going to need another joker.
5 dots.
All right, so we still have 2 picks and 1 discard. Technically, we can still win.
4
And
dots.
we're supposed to still get a flower from the wall, statistically. Pure
5
Kong.
dots.
They're still playing to win in the end game. Pure Kong. Huh.
9 characters.
Oh, they got it. They just threw a 9 crack. They didn't take
1
their
dot.
joker. So they must have switched to defense. Let's let the 1 crack go.
1 character.
So they are playing 2, 4, 6, 8 over there. And they probably need 4
5
bam,
characters.
4 bam, 6 bam, 4 bam, 6
9
bam pairs
dots.
in the middle. We're folding.
5 bamboos.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, we could have been ready.
Joker.
But we have a 6 bam, and I think they're playing 2, 8 with 4, 6 in the middle.
5 bamboos.
And I don't think anyone would throw a flower, and we don't get any more picks.
6 bamboos.
Oh, that's risky. Oh, 2, 4 crack. They needed a flower. So they needed a flower over there too. And over here, okay, let's just go look. So they needed a flower. They needed a flower. This player needed a 4 bam. I thought this player over here was playing 4, 6 in bams, but it's 4, 6 in cracks. So I kept it, but we would not have seen another flower. We might have been able to get a joker. Actually, all of the jokers visible were locked in. So I think it was a stalemate. Okay, so next game. All right, I'm going to step away for a super quick minute while the deal comes through. I'm back. All right, what do we got? Let's see. We almost have news. We have a pair of 9s, so I would start there. 9s with news, maybe. We have another 9. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. A 9 here, and here's an 8. We do have a 6. 3, 6, 9 could come in. Let's do 2, 4 dragon here. All right, 9s. That's our focus, 9s. Okay, we got a north and a 6. There's no 3. That is a gap. Let's see. So let's do 2, 4. And let's see here. Pair 9. We have north, west, south, 9s. Here's a 6. Oh, let's see. 2. Let's let this 6 go here. 1 of each suit. All right. Okay, so now we have an 8, 9. 8, 9 right there. 8, 9. Here's a 7. We have tiles we can pass. Now this is a little risky right there. 1, 4, 6. I think we would do it. 8, 9, 7, 9. Let's just keep it going. 8 bam. 8 bam came in. 8 bam. Let's see here. Yes, I would keep going. Let's let the north go. Let's see. We have like numbers with nines, almost news, a flower, but we have a lot of 7, 8, 9. We could maybe try for that 8, 9 pair hand, or 9, 9, 8. 9, 9, 8 pair hand. We got a 9 right there, another 9. There's 2 tiles to pass. We're really light on 7s. We only have 1. So I would probably play news with 9s and let the pair hand go. Maybe the 8s can be joker bait. Let's let the 8 bam go. Okay, we have a 9 bam. I would keep it because we could maybe do the first hand, and a 1, 1, 4, 7. Not bad. Not ideal, but not bad. It looks risky. It's really not, though. We got the north back. We could maybe try for the concealed hand. They want 3. I'll do 3 and break up that 8. We can maybe get another keeper. Joker bait's not good until 60 tiles about. You got to let everybody gather. You need people need time to gather. So holding joker bait at this early is typically not profitable, I guess you could say. So I'm thinking like numbers with 9s is the target here. 1 dot is on the edge.
1 dot.
And then we'll let the 8s go. And then the 3.
dots.
So now outside in, outside in. So 8s go
North
first.
wind.
We're concealed.
1 dot.
8s go first. Oh no, your tile goes first.
4 dots. 8 bamboos.
Nobody wanted the 8 bam, so that'll go next.
8 characters.
That'll go next.
2 bamboos.
Oh, 1 is already out. 8s are out. It really is 6, 1,
8
half dozen the other at
bamboos.
this point.
5 bamboos. 1 bamboo. 2 characters.
Okay, now we get the 7. The 8s
1
are
dot.
out. I would not backtrack on this because there are 2 8 bams out, and 8 crack is out.
4 dots.
Somebody kept the 7 dot. I would
3
not.
bamboos.
I would not be tempted to go back to that 9, 9, 8 hand. Let's
1
move
bamboo.
forward. Keep it going forward. That we don't need. Dragon.
White dragon.
Dragons are risky.
Seven bamboos. 1 bamboo. 4 bamboos.
Okay, we need 9s. We need an east. A flower will do. Okay, so the 8 can go.
8 characters.
So with a pair of flowers now, we can probably let this north go.
5 bamboos.
We have 4 discards, so I'd say we're a contender.
7 bamboos.
I would probably keep that though, because sometimes
7 dots.
people will have a con with flowers. We could do an exchange, but it doesn't happen very often. So the dragon goes first.
Green dragon. Kong.
Ooh, joker up for grabs. Open to buy. I've been
4
saying open to
bamboos.
buy. I have what?
South
What do I
wind.
have? You have
1 character.
9 bam. Okay, so now with 3 pairs in there,
7 bamboos.
I would let these wins go probably.
5 bamboos. 6 bamboos. 6 dots.
Let's see. Let's let the north go.
North wind.
Here's another hand. 3, 6, 9 with nines.
Green dragon.
Oh my goodness, look. 3, 6, 9 with nines. Second
bamboos.
hand down. We need a 6 crack.
2 dots.
None are out yet, but we could pung all those nines.
East wind.
Okay, let's let the west go. There's a 3.
West
We really
wind.
don't need that 3 though. Single pair pung. Second hand down.
1 character.
Under 3, 6, 9.
6 bamboos.
We need a 6 crack. That's our vulnerability.
8 characters. South wind. Mahjong.
Oh shoot. They're playing News with Dragons. 1 exposure, so I don't feel bad. News with Dragons, they had jokers, which is nice. Okay, so here we have 5 through 9. They have a gap, no 7. Over here, 5, 7, 9 dragon. And then here, of course, we have 3, 6, 9 pungs. Oh, darn. Your hands have had you on the left side of the card a lot. I just played a 3, 6, 9 hand, though. We switched from like numbers to 3, 6, 9. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we get this time. I play the tiles that I'm dealt. If that means I play the same hands, that's okay by me. I say any win is a good win. We've got a pair of dragons again. No flowers, though. Dragons with no flowers means we really don't need these wins, but this is half of news. Let's see here. We have 5s. I would start with 5s. Let's see. With a dragon, we might be able to do an offsuit dragon hand. Let's see what happens here. All right. No flowers, so we got to try to use this red dragon. Okay, here's 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 dragon. Maybe, let's see. The 2, 4, 6, 8 dragon hand is corresponding. The second hand down under consecutive run is offsuit. We might be able to play 3 through 6 with dragons. Another red dragon. Okay, so let's see here. 5. We can let this dragon go, I think. Let's just let that go. The 6 can go. We still don't have any strength with our run unless we get a 3 or a 6 dot. Oh my gosh, we just got 3s. Like numbers with 3s. It's weak. Either way, we have weakness. Let's see here. Ooh. Okay. 3 crack 5 west. We'll let that go. So 3, 4, 5, 6 dragon. Second hand down. We need a 3 dot or a 6 dot to really bolster this particular hand. We got a 4, 6. No, it's not helpful really. Let's see here. Let's stick with it there. 4, 6, and 1 suit. A little bit risky. Oh. Three, 6 dot is what we're looking for ideally, because we have 2 pair in this hand. So we need to get one of these pairs in here before we commit with any exposures, because we're getting close. Really, this dragon here can probably go. No keepers. Okay, so let's do, let's see here. Let's do 3 dragon with a 7. Nope, no keepers. All right, we'll see what this our opponent wants here. There's 2, 4, 6 dragon. They want 2. We could do 2. I would do this. We have no 8, so I wouldn't do 2, 4, 6, 8 dragon. We have no 8. That's a gap. All right. Oh, we ended up with Joker bait with the 5 BM. Okay, let's let the year tiles go.
2 characters.
All right, so now we really need to draw a 3 or 6 dot, hopefully soon, so we could pung the 4,
2
5 and
bamboos.
Kong the dragon, and then be ready on the other pair. It would be ideal to
5
draw the 3,
bamboos.
6, and dots. That's our Joker bait. Hesitation. We might get a Joker out of that. So we want to try to hold this as long as possible. We want to give that player time to get ready to call.
6 characters. 4 bamboos.
A 9 dot.
3 characters.
So there's some 3, 6, 9 in there.
5 bamboos.
There's that. They're the ones with the 5. So those are not going to
3
work.
bamboos.
Those will not work for Joker bait. Okay, so we do have some potential for the second hand from the bottom under
2
3, 6, 9,
bamboos.
but we have no flowers. There's our pair.
4
So I would
characters.
focus on, I would call and drive this home. I would push to win, Kong the red, pung the 4, pung the 5, be ready on a 3.
White dragon.
It would be ideal to draw another keeper so we can do this with only 1 exposure.
7 bamboos.
Maybe 2 keepers would be good. Well, as many as possible. And that way we can do the stealth mode. Limit your exposures if you can.
8 dots.
Okay, so let's let the 7 bam go.
7 bamboos.
It seems nobody wants the 5s.
9 dots.
Okay, we can pass. So we can just go ahead and define these so we're not prompted constantly.
9 dots.
Okay.
6
So that
bamboos.
9 dot will be a good discard. Nobody wants the 5 bam.
bamboos. Flower.
So we need
Flower.
a 3 dot would be our weakness right now. We need that to be a pair.
3 bamboos.
We don't need dragons.
White dragon.
These are all discards here.
8 characters.
Nobody wanted the 8.
2 dots. White dragon.
Oh, flower. No, we don't want that. We're set on this
Flower.
hand, so I would play it through.
4 bamboos. 9 dots.
All right, that's a good safe disc. These are all safe discards here.
1 dot.
We do not need that.
6
already out.
characters.
2 times over right there.
1 dot.
These are efficiency
6
tiles,
dots.
by the way. That's a pair for us.
Two dots. East wind.
First wind. Oh no, we have it west over here. They didn't take it.
2 characters.
All right, now dragons,
8 dots.
red and green are not out. Well, we have 3, so our dragon
9
could be in the
bamboos.
wall. 2 dot is out. Yes.
2 dots.
2 dots are out.
South wind.
Oh, there was a hesitation there, a little bit.
4 dots.
Okay, we're gonna pung.
Pung. 9 dots. 5 characters.
Now I'm hoping we'll draw, so we limit our exposure here.
7 dots. 5 characters.
Okay, 8 bam. We're at 55 tiles.
8 characters.
We need to start holding safe discards. The 5 bam is safe
9 bamboos.
because 3 are out. The 8 bam is an
8
unseen tile,
characters.
so we'll let that go first.
1 bamboo. 8 bamboos.
2 1 dots are out.
3 bamboos. 1 character.
Ooh, hesitation on a 1.
Pung.
Okay, we'll let this 1 dot go next. There's a 1 dot right
1
here,
bamboo.
and they threw a 1. We'll let that go.
1 dot.
That's the 3rd 1 dot out.
6 bamboos.
We're gonna let this green dragon go next. This is an unseen
2
tile.
bamboos.
We're still in the middle game, so this is when you want to let your
4
unseen
bamboos.
tiles go. Oh, Joker exchange.
4 dots.
Okay. Which, by the way,
Green
that was
dragon.
that's an efficiency tile. Okay,
Calm.
so
Flower.
green dragon calm
3
over
dots.
there. We might need that here. Okay, now that's our pair tile. Thankfully, nobody took it.
7 dots.
North, none are out. I'm throwing it now.
North
They could be
wind.
doing dragons with news. They may have our red
Flower.
dragon. So if we pung the 5 and be ready on a 3,
3 bamboos.
I'm hoping we're going to still draw that 3 dot.
8 dots.
1 bam was just thrown. There are 3 5 bams out, so that
1
5 bam is
bamboo.
safe. Let's see.
South wind. Flower. 7 bamboos.
4 bam, 3 are out.
4 bamboos.
I'm hoping a 5 dot will go down
Flower.
so we can pung and still be semi-stealth mode.
Flower.
Wow, flowers going down.
North wind.
2 crack, 2 are out.
2 characters.
To the left. I thought maybe they were going to pung.
3 dots.
Oh, that's our pair tile. We're going to hold tight.
8 dots.
At least nobody wants it. There's one more.
6 dots.
3 crack. One is out.
3 characters.
They could be playing 1, 3, 3, 5 over here to the left. Little odds, maybe.
1 character.
In dots, cracks and dots, maybe.
Green dragon.
Which is why there's only 1, 5. There's
5 dots.
There we go. Let's pung.
Pung.
Okay, now we discard the 5.
5
And now we're
bamboos.
ready on the last 3. And we could be
7
playing
bamboos.
we could be playing 4, 5, 6, 7 here. Excuse me. So someone might think the 3 dot is safe.
7 characters.
So we're still a contender for this game.
One bamboo.
A joker. I would throw it because this player, I think, needs the red dragon.
Joker.
I might have thought if they didn't have a Kong of Dragons.
White dragon.
Oh, there it is. I'm not going to show our hand. I want to stay stealth mode. I want to see that 3 dot.
4 dots. Five characters.
2 are out.
6 bamboos. White dragon.
They might have folded. Look at the dragons here.
6 characters.
Dragons and flowers. I wonder what they're playing there.
8 characters.
3 are out.
2 dots.
We threw a joker, so
8 bamboos.
anyone paying attention will know that we need a 3.
Kong.
Okay, east and west with Kongs.
South wind.
So they're playing to win. They just exposed a Kong.
5 characters.
3 are out, thankfully.
2 bamboos.
We have 2 more picks.
3 dots.
There it is. Mahjong.
Mahjong.
Ah, they're playing odds and they're pure. So I would have risked it too. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 dragon, second hand down under consecutive run. Here, they are ready to win on a 9 crack with a pure hand. Over here, they have the 9s, so they were in a stalemate. And then over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have an east, which is going to be looks like a risky tile here. Okay, back to here. All right, here we go. We can squeeze in one more game. One more game. I need to step away for a minute. Okay, I'm here. Yeah, that was a nail biter. Okay, let's see. We have 3 flowers. We have 5s. I wonder if we could play a quint hand or maybe a quint. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm here. Let's see. We got a 5. 1, 8, 9. Shall we go for the quint? We're really close to like numbers. We have tiles we can pass. Let's do it. All right, we do not have keepers here. We want to keep going. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now across option. Okay, do we go for like numbers or do we go for a quint? We could still play a quint. Let's let the white dragon go. We could still play the like numbers with 5s and, oh shoot, the white dragon. Let's see here. We're going to the right. We might get the white dragon back from our opponent across from us. Riley is running around like a little banshee right now. If we get a 5, we'll play like numbers. If we get a dragon, we'll play the quint. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, we still have tiles we can pass. Okay, now this is where we might get the white dragon back. We have 3. I'm just going to say 3. I hope they don't want 1. I'm going to cringe. I'm going to cringe hard. Please don't say 1. 2. Okay, good. So let's do a 3 with a 7. Okay, here we go. Play the quint. Well, at the moment, I mean, we could, but We have one joker and one, I'm not sure. We got the white dragon. It's a done deal, baby. Oh,
2
yes.
dots.
All right, we did get that white dragon back. Okay, now here we go. Let's see if we can do it.
East wind.
We'll try for this quint. Okay, now let's
8
see here.
bamboos. 7 characters. Red dragon.
Okay, we need, year tile first goes.
2 characters. 2 dots.
Okay. It'd be awesome to get a
West
flower,
wind.
of course, and a joker. Flower and a joker.
1 bamboo.
Joker, flower, keeper. 9 goes first. All right, so
9
now we have
characters.
efficiency tiles in our hand.
2 dots.
It would actually be really nice to get a white dragon, because then we can do a pure Kong.
3 characters.
Use the joker for the 5 bam and then draw a flower later.
4 characters.
So white dragon would be the ideal pick.
Hung.
I suppose any one of these would be wonderful.
7 characters.
All right, let's see what happens.
Nine characters. East wind.
Oh, red dragon, it's already out. I would let it go.
Red dragon.
Oh, the red dragon. That was an option for us.
9 bamboos. Eight dots.
Mm-mm.
Kong.
Okay, we have a 2, 4, 6, 8 over
4
there.
dots.
2, 4 crack. So this 6 dot will go next.
7 dots.
This 6 dot is going to be increase in risk. So we need to let that go first.
7 dots. 6 dots.
Joker. Okay, I hope they're not ready. Okay, we're good.
5
Now,
bamboos.
okay, we're going to quint.
Quint.
All right, now we'll let let's see, all of these are going to reveal information. So we'll just let the 6 go.
characters. White dragon.
Okay, we'll Kong.
Kong.
So now everybody knows we need flowers, but that's okay.
5 dots.
There are 8 flowers.
4 dots.
Hopefully this will put everyone on defense. And now we need flowers or jokers.
1 dot. Two dots.
Joker. Awesome. Okay,
5 characters.
we're ready to win.
Red dragon.
That was awesome. Well, we're not done yet, but we're ready to win at 70 tiles.
8 characters.
71 tiles. There's 1 joker up for grabs. White dragon.
4 dots.
South can go.
South wind.
I'm hoping someone will throw a flower thinking, surely they can't be ready already.
3
This player to the
bamboos.
right, they can't use flowers. So if they're going to play to win, they need to let it go now. The longer people hold flowers, the riskier
8
they will
bamboos.
become.
3 dots.
Flower or joker or white dragon. Okay, that can go.
1 character. Kong.
Aha. There's a joker up for
7
grabs.
dots. 7 dots. South wind. Hung.
Three jokers open to buy.
1 bamboo.
They don't need flowers either. Here it is. Exchange for
1
Mahjong.
dragon.
Woohoo! We got it. We got it. We got it. Quick number 4. A 3 flower for type A personalities. Thankfully, I wasn't focused on that. Okay, so over here, they had the wrong 6. Let me see. What are they doing? 2, 4. They have the wrong 6. Okay. I don't know what happened there. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9 of some kind here. 3, 6, 9. I don't know. Oh, they were ready to win on a 2 bam. Oh, goodness. I bet they're not happy with me. Thank you. Thank you for the kudos. Oh yeah, that was a good run here in this prime time Let's Play live stream. Nitty-Gritty. It was a nitty-gritty. Thanks for being here. And thank you for commenting in live stream chat. Thank you, moderators, for helping monitor the chat today. Again, channel members. And thank you for supporting MAHJLIFE. Sandy, welcome to the crew. Appreciate your support so much. Thank you for watching my videos. We'll see you again on Wednesday for channel members. We have a Let's Play live stream. Actually, the schedule's a little different because I'm in a training program for the next 10 days. I'm doing some training, so my schedule's going to be a little wonky. But Wednesday's live stream will be at a different time, and then I'll make a post about it. And then Friday, I think, will be as normal. And then next week will be a little different as well. But I think really just the Wednesday one will be affected. Otherwise, it'll be business as normal. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate it. For watching the repost. Thank you for watching my videos. We'll see you again at the next live stream. Oh, and also, if you want to beat the pro, please register for that for this coming Friday from 3 to, let's see, it's 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. Beat the pro. If you win, you'll join the winner circle and then be eligible to participate in an invitational virtual tournament in January at MAHJLIFE and Mahjong Time. So I hope to see people register. Please do. It'll be fun. I guess I'll go ahead and sign off. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way, you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.